Okay, please. Coming up, government raises cocoa price by 400 cedis per bag in the latest review, which takes effect tomorrow, October 3.
The government has taken a decision to increase the producer price of cocoa to 3,625 Ghana cedis per bag.
And today, for our Joy Business poll, we gauge your views as Ghana's inflation rate for September drops to 9.4%, the lowest since 2021. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. Details coming up. Thanks for staying with us, everyone. Starting tomorrow, Friday, October 3, 2025, cocoa farmers will receive an additional 400 cedis per bag when selling their cocoa to the Ghana Cocoa Board. This price adjustment follows a positive market forecast by stakeholders indicating improved market conditions. At a press conference in Accra, Finance Minister Dr. Kasil Atuforsen announced that this increase is a revision of the previously announced price, reflecting the favorable market dynamics.
We have subsequently conveyed that meeting, and we are pleased to announce a new producer price to take effect from tomorrow, Friday, the 3rd October 2025. It is my singular honor to announce that on the basis of the changes that we have affected to the forecast, the government has taken a decision to increase the producer price of cocoa to 3,625 Ghana cedis per bag, or 58,000 Ghana cedis per ton. This simply means that per every bag purchase, the cocoa farmer is getting 400 Ghana cedis additional. Simply put, to the ordinary cocoa farmer, since my last engagement on the 4th of August to today, every bag you will purchase, you will sell to Cocoa Board, you will be getting another 400 Ghana cedis, or 4 million Ghana cedis, old Ghana cedis. 4 million old Ghana cedis. We also want to bring to your knowledge that Ghana Cocoa Board will continue to implement all the interventions to support the cocoa production and the welfare of the cocoa farmer.
Addressing the press a while ago, meantime, Ghana's cocoa deliveries to warehouses in August more than quadrupled compared to the same period last year, as an early start to the season seems to have provided quick cash to farmers. Well, joining me on Zoom, Dr. Wisdom Dogbe, who is Managing Director of the Cocoa Marketing Company, with some reactions to today's latest developments. Good afternoon to you. I just want to find out from you what you make of this latest price increase by the government, an additional 400 cedis per bag for farmers. You're muted.
Derek, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, thank you for having me back again, Daryl. As you mentioned, the sector minister has announced a new producer price with the aim of continuous improvement to the welfare of the Ghanaian cocoa farmer. Cocoa Board will provide more clarity on this, so I'll defer to them. That said, at CMC level, it's important to note that prices are impacted by market conditions. And when the minister assessed the market, the current market, he came to the conclusion that to better support our farmers, it is important to raise the farmer price by 400 cedis. So if you're a farmer today, starting from tomorrow, he said you will get an additional 400 cedis per bag. And if you do 10 bags, that's 4,000 cedis or 4 million Ghana cedis, the old money. Now, this new price, coupled with security enhancements, that should help address smuggling of Ghana's cocoa across the border. His Excellency, the President, is also committed, right, to safeguarding the Ghanaian farmers' income while taking the necessary steps to address smuggling of cocoa. Again, as CMC, we will pursue the best market price for the nation, taking into consideration the farmer price, and we will ensure that Ghana remains competitive on the global stage when it comes to cocoa trade.
Yeah, and earlier this week, we monitored reports of the quadrupling of cocoa beans deliveries to warehouses in the country. What's contributing to this spike?
Yeah, Darrell, I think we should proceed cautiously in projecting this as a sign of a bumper harvest this crop season. This crop season, we are forecasting a yield of about 650,000 tons. Last year, we got about 600,000 in actuals. So I think the spike in warehouse deliveries is not a true reflection of what this year's crop will be. I believe it is due to hoarding of cocoa beans in anticipation of a producer price increase. So the beans that should have come earlier, that was being held back to take advantage of a new and also higher producer price. And it was important that hoarded beans got delivered timely, because the longer they held on to the beans, the more quality issues would arise, which could result in cocoa boards, QCC rejecting cocoa beans parcels. So as soon as the producer price was announced and the season opened, there was a rush in bringing in the beans, and that is the spike that you saw.
Yeah, Ghana's cocoa is known for its premium quality, but it seems most of it is exported in its raw form. What do you see as an opportunity to bring value addition?
Yeah, look, for many years, right, Ghana has been exploring or exporting mostly cocoa beans and little in semi-finished products. And as we have heard His Excellency, the President, talk about, we should be getting the most out of our natural resources, including our cash crop. And I personally believe that the time is. So here at CMC, we are proactively pursuing opportunities, right? We established a technical committee that assess the feasibility of processing Ghana's cocoa into semi-finished product. And this initiative is not just about enhancing our cocoa industry. It's about transforming the economic landscape of our nation, leveraging our natural resources. You see, the committee's findings have also confirmed what many of us have long believed. That is the belief that moving towards, semi-finished products, that is a strategic path forward for us. So starting from this season, with the blessing of our mother company, Cocoa Board, with the support from our board of directors and sector minister, we would like to work closely with companies like CPC, WAMCO, and others, to process a small volume of cocoa into semi-finished product. And at today's current market price, we can easily bring in about, an additional 500 million United States dollars through value addition. And I'll say this quickly.
Yeah.
We can create a more sustainable and profitable industry that benefits not only the farmer, but also the broader economy. And CMC is committed to leading this initiative and carry it forward.
Right. What is the cocoa marketing company's response to the recent 15% tariff imposed by the U.S. on Ghanaian cocoa? What's the export strategy?
Yes, the U.S. has imposed 15% on Ghana's cocoa at a time, when the world cocoa price, we are at a remarkable high price. Even at this point, it's still high compared to about 2 years ago. Some producer countries like Malaysia, they face an even higher U.S. tariff of about 20%. What that means is that it positions Ghana and other West African origins as comparatively cheaper and more accessible suppliers of cocoa to the U.S. market. Also, Dario, Ghana's cocoa offers a compelling value proposition as deforestation compliant, fully traceable, and international, for its premium origin quality and also yield. So I believe the position Ghana takes, or what positions us as a sustainable and reliable supplier, it goes beyond that 15% tariff, and we are still more competitive compared to Malaysia, which faces even higher tariff. And let me also add that also have contingency plans in place, diversify it to Asia, to other areas across the globe.
Right. What investments are you considering in terms of digital platforms, cocoa traceability, and market access? How do you intend to modernize the cocoa supply chain?
Yeah, CMC and our mother company, Dario, we have made significant investments in our digital infrastructure in response to much anticipated changes in the cocoa sector. Specifically, we have invested in Cocoa Management System, CMS, which provides real-time traceability from farm to port. Each bag of cocoa is tagged with a QR code, which enables the buyer to confirm origin, to confirm the farm ID, and also ensure that it is EUDR that instantly. And as we know, the EU also passed a law to ensure that all produce coming to the US are deforestation compliant and fully traceable. And I'll tell you this, CMC and Cocoa Board are far advanced in adhering to this regulation, except that the EU, the Parliament in EU has now again deferred the implementation of this regulation. But Ghana is compliant to the extent that buyers can now request a due diligence certificate from us that provides information including traceability. And we are also running with excellency the President's 24-hour operating policy. We have set up a committee to assess its feasibility, and I am glad to mention that the committee has recommended full implementation of the policy at CMC and at the broader Cocoa Board umbrella with technological changes once we secure the blessings of our board and our leadership.
How are you responding to global price volatility, especially with Ghana's cocoa still trailing behind its 2021 peak?
Thank you, Dario. CMC leverages forward sales and also hedging to lock in about 70% of annual volumes. And so I am of the view that, by maintaining that 70% world price payout policy, our farmers can earn stable incomes. Additionally, CMC is also exploring the possibility, of other hedging strategies against downside risk, which also allow us to participate in upward rallies.
Are you considering a shift in the financing model to better compete with Cote d'Ivoire and other regional competitors?
Yeah, Ghana has already taken a significant step by guaranteeing farmers 70% of the world market price, okay? That creates a more predictable income flow and also ensures a greater, stability for farmers whilst preserving Ghana's competitiveness in global markets. Now, looking forward, I believe pricing mechanism will evolve, by blending the syndicated loan module with our current innovative buyer financing module, which will not only strengthen liquidity in the system, but that also will balance farmer welfare with the financing needs of the cocoa trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, how many months? 9 months since you assumed this role, left the US, came back, took over as managing director of Cocoa Marketing Company. How is it going so far? What is your vision for the company?
I've been here for 5 months, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve my nation. Look, there are about 1,001 people who can do my job, and so I count myself fortunate, to be given the nod to lead this key state enterprise. I am humbled, and I must admit that there is quite a difference between working in the private sector, as I've done all of my career, versus working in the public sector. In the public sector, decisions can grind on for quite some time. And also corporate governance is sometimes much more efficient in the private sector. But that is why we're here, right, to work in collaboration, bring that much needed change, reset the sector, and turn these organizations around. I am excited about the challenge, and it's good to be back home. My vision is to establish this organization, as a global leader in cocoa value chain, adding value to secure more foreign exchange for the nation, and also leave behind a highly trained workforce in supporting the president's agenda.
Yeah, and it appears there's plenty of work to do. All the best. Congratulations in order, although it's belated. I'm happy to have you. That was Dr. Wisdom Dogbe, who is Managing Director of the Cocoa Marketing Company. You're watching The Marketplace. We are taking a short break. When we come back, we are going to be talking about inflation. It's dropping, but do you feel it in your pocket? We'll be gauging your reactions to our poll. Don't go anywhere. Hi, welcome back to The Marketplace. Ghana's inflation rate for September dropped to 9.4%, the lowest since 2021, meaning the rate of increase of general prices of goods have slowed down year on year. But here's a big question. Do you feel this drop in your everyday purchases? Co-host of Beyond the Numbers, Winston Taki, joins me in studio with your views. Good afternoon to you. So we need to make a point. Inflation dropping means the rate at which the prices increase has slowed down.
And so maybe if you buy tomatoes 5 cedis today, at first, within today and tomorrow, the price may increase by just 2 cedis. But now it's less, so possibly increase by 1 cedi or less.
Yeah, and so we hit a remarkable milestone based on the announcement by the Statistical Service yesterday, a single-digit inflation. Take it away.
So it's interesting to know that many have projected, the World Bank, even the Bank of Ghana, had an end-year projection, and it appears that they've hit it before time of possibly 11%, but now they're hitting 9.5%, single digit, first time in a long time we've been targeting. And we did a poll on our Facebook page, Joy News, Joy FM, and the key question we asked our viewers was that, what inflation drops, but can you feel it in your pocket? That's the key question. And the first question we put out for them is, it's only on paper, not in real life. The second question we also posed to them is, not sure, haven't noticed much change. And the third one is, yes, prices are slowing or improving,
and
basically.
So what are the results? There you see it. It's only on paper, people say, 39%. Not sure, 13%. Yes, prices are dropping. People actually feel prices are dropping. Or the rate of increase has slowed
down, basically. So we have that analysis being told that it's only on paper, 39%. But if you look at the difference, not much, but still the drop rate is reflected. So certainly that's opinion. So one of the comments. Yeah, some comments. Very interesting was indeed on Facebook, and that is Zakaria Abutiri Idrisu says, go and buy KK and fish.
I'm sure he's one of those who is not convinced that prices are generally not going up as they used to be. Doing so, Stanley Mahama.
Certain. He says possibly all the numbers we've seen may have been concocted. That's according to Stanley. Al Hassan Rahman says, send this to the market woman in KJTR, Ejura, Techiman, etc. So basically,
they don't believe it.
He doesn't still believe it. Possibly he's someone who likes to go to the market.
Iman Pratt, good for examination purposes at Makula, it's triple digits up.
Yeah, so that is according to Iman Pratt. And also Joshua Lennon says, single-digit inflation is great achievement, according to him. And we have Date Hima Kwame Astitius. a medium-sized water, which used to be 3 cedis 9 months ago.
It's now 5 cedis. Okay. We can take a couple more. Daniel Jones Agbodo says, this is paper talk, not really what is happening. Hala Madrid.
And that's what I want to watch. I said, I bought jollof rice, 10 Ghana cedi this morning. I was surprised. Wow, this country is headed in the right direction. Jollof is still getting the glory right
Ayene says, I'm in Tamale between the same period, the size of Banku, TZ and rice balls for 5 Ghana were so disheartening. Like, is that what, a tennis ball? So now it is twice the size. Interesting stuff. Well, thank you so much for coming through with the comments, Winston Taki, and I appreciate it. Watch out for our next poll. That's the marketplace. Thanks for watching, everyone. We leave you with our international headlines.